The World Series starts tomorrow night. It's the Yankees versus the Phillies. Now, the cities are only about 90 miles apart, and you can hear the trash talk up and down Interstate 95. Tonight, we're starting a food fight. In Philadelphia, we have Tony Luke Jr. of the famous Tony Luke cheesesteak, and it is one of the best in the world. And here in New York is Sal Scognamillo. He is of the famous Italian restaurant Patsy's. Good to see you both.
Happy to be here.
Let the games begin. Tony, since you're
it's great to be here.
You're by remote. Why is it that Philadelphia should win not only in terms of the World Series but also in the food fight?
Well, I mean, we invented the cheesesteak. I mean, the cheesesteak literally has become the new great American sandwich. And, you know, Philly's got a lot of heart. I mean, Philly's all heart. And we got a great team. You know, we did it last year, and I really believe we're going to do it again.
Well, you know, I got to say, Sal, I lived in Philadelphia and I've lived in New York, and the cheesesteak in Philadelphia is phenomenal. So good that at Yankee Stadium, they offer cheesesteak. But look what you brought. I don't know if we can get a camera to close up on some of the stuff. That's why I'm drooling right now.
They've got some
We've
good
got
food.
veal, we've got pasta, we've got cannoli.
We can match them. We can match them and beat them every time. We got the rigatoni sorrentino with the veal meatballs. We got the ricotta cheesecake, cannolis, veal rollatini masala sauce, pasta, and here we got Frank Sinatra. All about him in our cookbook. His daughter Nancy Sinatra wrote it. And what's his song? New York, New York.
Well, that's true. At the end of every game, we hear, Tony, New York, New York, from Frank Sinatra. You used to go to Patsy's. You got famous people going to your place?
Oh, all the time. And I got to tell you, Sal, you're making me hungry. You're over there with that food. I'm over here. You're making me hungry.
Well, we'll change some food. You send me some cheesesteak, I'll send you some meatballs.
You got a deal.
Boy, you guys are getting too nice. Maybe this will mix things up a little. Look at the cover, Tony, of the New York Post. Now, this is a guy that Scoreboard happens to like quite a bit because he's been on Scoreboard. Shane Victorino in a skirt. Have you seen the New York Post today, Tony?
Yeah, you guys are real. You know, you guys are tough, boy. But I got to tell you, Shane's got some great legs. Look at that picture. Come on.
Well, it's not like
Hawaiian,
Philly,
baby.
Tony, it's not like Philly fans are the sweetest people in the world. You got to admit that.
Yeah, but you know what? We've been a little reserved now, but you guys, man, you guys are taking the gloves off on this one.
Sal, it's true. We've thrown down the gauntlet.
We have. I tell you, it is a real fall classic. This is going to be a great matchup. You got two great cities, two great teams, and just for this, I have my Patsy's hat on, but I have to show you what we got.
Whoa! Well, let's turn it out as fair play. He's got the world champs, New York Yankees underneath.
And this one is for George Steinbrenner. We got to do this one for George.
Tony, you've got the shirt. You got the Philly shirt, so it's turnabout. But inside the New York Post, Tony, we have these comparisons of New York things and Philadelphia things. The best known quote, it's in New York, it's "Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free," from the Statue of Liberty. From Philadelphia, "Yo, Adrian." I mean, you know, you got to compare the two. Which one beats which?
I bet you more people around the world know "Yo, Adrian" than the first quote.
That's a good point, Sal.
He's probably right about that one. I'll give you that one. That's for sure. Who can't be a fan of Rocky? But I think it's going to be a close series. But I think we're gonna beat them. We got the pitching. We got the hitting. It's such a complete package. I haven't seen a team like this in my life.
Well, Tony, here's another comparison. Best sandwich in Philadelphia, of course, it's the cheesesteak. In New York, it's Derek Jeter and a couple of models.
That's a good one.
How am I going to argue that one? What are you going to do? How do I argue
it's hard to get a fight between you guys. Who, by the way, who do you think? Go ahead.
No, he's an Italian guy. He's making Italian food. How am I going to be mad at him?
That's true. That's true.
He's got a good point. We got to love him.
humor.
And you know what? The Philly's got some great restaurants. I've had the pleasure of being down there a lot. I never had a bad meal, but I do think we have the edge on this series, though.
Well, Tony, what would happen? What would happen to a New York Yankees fan who comes in to Philadelphia Stadium with a New York Yankees hat and a New York shirt? Would he be treated nicely?
You know what? I'm going to do what most people from South Philly do and plead the fifth on that question. I got to plead the fifth. Now, I'll tell you this. We get a tremendous amount of Yankee fans that come to our stand because we have a stand in the Citizens Bank Park, and our place is right near the stadiums, and we get a huge crowd of Yankee fans come down eating cheesesteaks every time they play the Phillies.
Well, it ain't for nothing that we get cheesesteaks at Yankee Stadium. But, Sal, I got to ask you the same thing. If a Phillies fan came into Yankee Stadium with a Phillies hat and a shirt and everything, how would he be treated?
Well, I have to tell you, I would treat him the right way. I'm not sure about all the New York fans, unfortunately. I couldn't vouch for that. But we opened Patsy's in Atlantic City about a year and a half ago, and I could tell you there's a lot of people from South Philly coming down there, and they are a nice group of people as well. But I don't know about the Yankee fans might go after the Phillies people in Yankee Stadium. I'm not sure.
Well, somebody's going to win. That's about the only thing we can say for sure. And will the loser be a good loser or a bad loser, Sal?
Well, if we lose, I mean, I'm not gonna talk trash with anyone. It would have been a hard-fought fight, and we would have said we tried our best. But we have to win this one. It's the first year in our stadium, our new stadium. We got to do it for the boss, George Steinbrenner. I know he's ailing a little bit, and you know this is why I feel like it's our year.
And Tony, I got to ask, could the rivalry replace the classic Yankees-Red Sox rivalry? I mean, if you guys lose, would you have the same attitude towards the Yankees that the Red Sox had for about 60 years?
Well, I mean, we're not going to lose, so that's a difficult question to answer. You know?
He seems certain.
Not even a possibility, huh?
Well, see, here's the thing. You know, the Yankees is a great team, and it's a great organization, without any kidding. We know they're a great team, but at the end of the day, so are we. And you know, we got the title. You guys got to take it from us. We have it already. So, you know, we're the champs. So we're going to have a little bit of an edge, you know, because we have the title. You got to take it away from us.
Sal, that's true. Whenever you're trying to take a title from another team or another player, it's always tougher. They have it. We don't.
We're going to go after them. We're going to go after them with all our heart. I know that the guys are going to play their heart out. But I think I'm thinking the Yankees in 6. I'm not going to say a sweep, but I'm thinking the Yankees in 6.
You guys are so kind. I got to mix it up somehow. Who has the best Italian food, Philadelphia or New York? Tony?
Oh, man. Well, I'm from South Philly, so I got to say Philly, even though I had some great meals in New York. But, you know, I'm a Philly guy through and through, so I got to root for my team and I got to root for my city.
Sal, what about you?
I think, you know, Philly's got great food, but I think we have the edge on that. We have so many great restaurants and been around for so long. I mean, but that's a close rivalry, probably as close as this World Series.
You know, I got to say, having lived in Philadelphia and lived in New York, I've had some of the best Italian food ever in both of those cities. I also, by the way, Tony, saw my first in-park home run in Philadelphia back in the 1970s when Mike Schmidt was playing. So I have a great love for that team and that stadium as well.
Well, they got a lot of heart, and I'll tell you this, Sal, no matter what happens, I'm coming down and having dinner with you at Patsy's. How's that?
I love that. I'd love to sit down and have it with you. It won't be like the beer summit, but we'll try to do as best we can.
And I got to ask, guys, you got to make a bet here tonight. Is the loser pays?
I'll tell you what, we lose, I'll personally bring down cheesesteaks to you, Sal. We win, you got to take a trip to Philly, and you got to bring me some dinner.
You got it, my friend.
All right. That's a great deal. I wish I could get a piece of the action, too. But Tony, Sal, great to see you both. May the best team win. Thanks very much for being here. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Coming up on deck, the Michael Jackson.